Now it says it's live, yes. Okay, bye. Hola. Chicos, ¿ya está? Aquí estamos, es online.
¿Dónde nos están viendo?
En China.
No.
Bueno, me tomo un momento, Rebeca. Más que nada quisiera que os presentaras un poco. If you want to do it in English, it would be better maybe for the
International.
yes. You can do it in Spanish or Catalan, whatever you prefer. Introduce yourself, explain a little bit why you're here, why you're interested, and then we can listen to Rebecca and Trip4Real about their stuff. Okay, I'm Madeleine. I live in Barcelona. I'm from Venezuela, and I have a love for tourists and for enjoying experience with them. So I would love to learn how I can increase this experience with my guests at home with Airbnb.
Hi everyone, I'm Sandra. I'm from Venezuela as well. Been in Barcelona for almost 10 years, and I work for Trip4Real. I'm doing public relations and community management. So follow us on Twitter at Trip4Real, Instagram, Facebook, of course. And where I love working for Trip4Real because what we do is that we introduce different experiences to people who are visiting either Barcelona, Madrid, Lisbon, Rome, Paris. So we're trying to bring that different thing to do outside of the box to the new generations.
My name is Allison. I'm from New York, but I live in Barcelona, and about 5 years now. And I've worked in tourism for close to between in New York and here about 9 years. And I'm currently between jobs, and I'm sort of just wanting to learn more. I saw this event last night, so I signed up, and I'm just interested to meet people who are also in the industry, and I don't know, just be inspired.
Hello, my name is Alicia. I was born in Barcelona, and I live in Barcelona. And as an Airbnb host, sometimes my guests ask for different activities to do while we are visiting our city, and I'm here to learn more about what can offer Trip4Real.
Hi everybody, my name is Ariel. I am Argentinian, but I live in Barcelona for 12 years already. I am an entrepreneur. I'm developing some application for tourism, and I'm here to listen about what is going on in tourism here, and also about private, personal experiences, to learn how can we improve it with our application.
Hi, I'm David. I'm Airbnb host since 3 years ago, and I like to receive guests from around the world, and I'm still here to listen.
And I'm Rebecca. Hello.
Hello.
And well, I'm here just to explain you what is Trip4Real, what we do, and actually talk about tourism or talk about any question or any issue or any topic that you would like to discuss. I mean, we're 100% open to any kind of information or debate or whatever. So we're just going to start and talk about with Trip4Real. Let me see it, please. And Trip4Real is like, I mean, it's as Sandra said, it's think out of the box. We are not doing something that doesn't exist. We are not doing something that is incredible. We are doing something that is a reality nowadays, actually. It's like, we are just being inspired by Airbnb. Our founder, Gloria, was inspired by, well, actually, she was inspired when she was traveling. She was traveling, and, you know, what we were talking before, we were talking about respect and about how to get to know a place. And we absolutely know that we can only know a place when we know someone from there. So that's where I see where are the right places to eat, where are the right places to drink, to work, to make friends, to meet people, to everything. So why not try to connect people? we are bored about massive travelers. Tourists coming to Barcelona, to next to your doors, and just see how they pay here and there and in McDonald's, and they just leave. What the hell now? We're here to do something else. Barcelona is like a huge city, and we have a lot of travelers that are coming here and they're looking for something different. So why not give them that? Also, I mean, like, I'm studying now tourism. A degree. Actually, I'm now finishing, and we study a lot of hotels and how they work and how they structurally they supply. And it's like they have to forget for who they are working. I mean, they have to think about clients, not think about having income. And that's why Airbnb has been that success, because they connect people. They make a place, they make it true, because they can know locals, they can interact, they can say, hey, you can go here, you can go there. And Trip for Real, for example, is like the right alternative for those locals who have a house in their flats and just want to say, they ask them, hey, what can we do? As you said before, what can we do? Hey, look at here. I mean, I'm super busy. I'm working. I don't want to go with you, but there's someone that want to probably go with you. For example, I have the example of Martin, this guy in London, who is a host in Airbnb, but also is a local in Trip for Real. So he prepares meals for the host, and as well they open it for travelers from Trip for Real.
Yeah, so this is sorry to interrupt. This is
No,
the one
please.
I was talking about before. He's a guy who is a Michelin chef. He was trained in the Michelin restaurant. So basically what he's doing is pairing Airbnb with Trip for Real. So he's renting one of the rooms at the Clock Tower in London. So the person who owns this small apartment, it's like a studio, really pretty, tons of light. This person rents it to Airbnb. So the chef rents to Airbnb the space, and then to us, he's selling the experience that you can go and dine privately. 10 people can go as a group and dine at the Clock Tower. So he doesn't own that space in the Clock Tower, but he's pairing Airbnb with Trip for Real. And actually, we do a lot of partnership with Airbnb because, of course, what they are offering is an apartment in a local area. You can, as some of you guys are hosts, so I guess you also talk to your guests and try to introduce them to the city. So just imagine if you were on Trip for Real, so you can also offer, if you know how to cook a really good tortilla, really good paella, or some tapas, you can also try to sell that experience to your guests and say, hey, you can come to my house and dine, and I'll teach you. Because it's not only about eating. You can go to a good tapas restaurant and eat, but the experience will be maybe you can tell this person's story about your grandmother, how she made a tortilla, what's the tradition behind it, how to do it, the best way. So that's what we're trying to also say. The love you have for your city, the love you have for the food, the traditional food, and those sort of things.
Yeah. So the idea is basically what you said. It's like, I mean, have an extra income for doing what you love. So probably if you're a house of Airbnb, you probably have walking around Barcelona, or for example, if you're crazy about flowers, I'm sure you have talked to someone about how to grow up flowers.
Can I interrupt?
Of course, please. Please stop.
You just said, do you want extra income? And my question is, do people do this for the income or because they love the city, they like the place, they like to meet other people?
What do you mean about locals?
Yeah.
What's the reason? I mean, I would say
Is the income is the
it's not the big point.
It's not the big point.
No, because I will not. I mean, if you have a regular job, you will not stand up from your sofa for 10 euros. Mm-hmm. Definitely not. That's not the reason that makes you stand up and start doing the walking tour or whatever.
It's not a job.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It could be, but it's not the...
Depends.
It depends on,
It depends.
Hmm.
Depends because again, with this about the Czech experience, and she's more an expert in this matter than me, because she's the one trying to, well, her team, it's not just her team is trying to get locals and find these unique experiences I was talking about before. But we have, for example, a yoga instructor. She had another job, and it's not that she's working just because it's Free for Real, but we give her the platform and the exposure for her to get, you know, clients. So you can go do yoga at the Barceloneta, and maybe you can get your girlfriends, and you know, hey, let's do yoga at Barcelona with an expert for an hour and a half or an hour and 50 minutes. So we're giving them exposure, but we cannot promise a local. You're gonna get every day, every week someone. Perhaps you might, but usually they carry other stuff. It's the same thing with Airbnb. I don't know if any of you guys live purely out of the income, extra income you get through every week. That's something you guys can answer. I don't know. You rent, for instance.
Yeah.
And how is it the cash flow or the cash flow? Extra income you get? Is it
Regular?
Depends, I think.
On the season, I
Which
guess.
time?
Yeah. Also, I imagine there's probably a lot of, because I used to work with tour guides, and they all work autónoma. They're all autónoma. And so my guess is there's probably people who do either, you know, do other types of tours, or maybe are doing other type of small work, like project work, or have like a yoga studio or something, where this type of thing fits in with their regular.
Yeah.
So like if they can make some extra money doing that, it's sort of part of their whole puzzle, right? That they,
Yeah, at the beginning we were quite afraid about like, well, what local guides would say about this, because you know, if we're making like local guides that doesn't have any paper or anything that says, yeah, I'm a
they're not official.
official guide. Thank you.
There are places that where you cannot go in if you are not an official.
Right.
There you go. But we are just
going
going to this place, and sometimes we were really surprised because, as we were saying that, many official guides use Trip for Real as an extra income, or as an or do like an extra activity that they will probably not do in their usual tours.
Right. They get tired of doing the same thing over and over
Yeah.
again for the big company.
They use it like to do something that they really like. Probably will not be like the app, but that's why they don't have it in their companies or in their whatever. But they have it in Trip for Real, and that's getting really.
Yeah,
It's working very well.
The traffic, the team behind it. We help you, of course, craft the activity. We will try to use it in all the languages. Now, for example, now we're in Paris, we are in Lisbon, so we have Portuguese. We are in this process of translating it. So if someone from Portugal who doesn't speak English, search through the website, he might find your activity. Maybe that's something you want to do yourself. You don't have time to do it. So we help you with these sort of things that is time consuming, because it is time consuming, and once also fighting for traffic, because in the end, anyone who's selling anything online, we're all fighting for traffic. So that's something that we are focused about 24/7. So yeah, basically.
I knew a girl a few days ago. I spoke with a girl from South Spain, Sevilla, and she's going to be an Airbnb host. She's going to rent a room, her own home, because she needs money and okay. And she is a Spanish dance teacher, and she works for an academy of dance, but just a few hours, and it's not enough. And then I told her that why you can offer your Sevillana classes to your guests, and she with a strange face. Of course, you have to tell them that you can teach or you can speak with other hosts in Sevilla and tell them that you can teach Sevillanas. Maybe you think somebody will be interested in.
Absolutely.
Of course, but I didn't mention Trip for Real because in this moment I didn't think about it. But it would be, I suppose, it would be the perfect platform.
Yeah.
So she can post it.
Exactly, to get exposure, to get your name out there, and then right now we're growing in all the different social media community, but we're growing very fast. So maybe you are starting, let's say, your own dance company, Sevillanas company, you might not have any followers. So that's also something we help you with all the social media that we have activated.
And are there professional companies on Trip for Real?
Sorry?
Professional companies offering services?
Yeah, actually there are some of them, but you can see, you can see it in the platform, which are from locals and which are from companies. Because what we said before, you want to go on Segway in Barcelona, you'll look for Segway in Barcelona, and you'll see Trip for Real Segway in Barcelona, and we are there, and we have some bookings as well from there. But the thing is, normally the travelers that book a Segway also book all the kind of activities that are more out of the box, more local activities. And that was like, it's like, yeah, that's why Trip for Real exists. Because we're working in these two ways as well, companies, but just two ways. Locals, like students, art students, like my friends, they have several activities there. And for example, my best friend is having one right now. And it's like, why not? I can do it. I love to meet people. I'll do it. I'm that kind of person that meets someone in the metro, they are like lost. And I tell them, you need some help. Oh yeah, we stop talking and then we just go to have a drink. Hey, I can do it with Trip for Real, and I can meet more people in the metro, saying that way. So I have access, what Sandra was saying, we have access to more people. And what we're doing here in Barcelona, that we want to do it in order to have the same structure, the same model, the same way of thinking, and put it in Europe. Because we think it's so powerful. Sorry.
Right now we are all 50 cities in Spain. Of course, the main one, 50, so almost Spain, we are in Paris, we're in Lisbon, we're in Rome, and London so far. But of course, in our roadmap, we have many more that I'm not gonna say right now, where we are planning to expand this summer. So it's not too far from today.
The tourist has to register before hiring some of your teams, or
What do you mean?
You have
to register in the US?
your own profile as a traveler.
As a local, you list your profile and your traveler
As a
and
tourist.
your activity. And as a traveler, just you can sign in as well. You can register in our site, and you can see your profile and whatever. But the thing is that you just see some activities. You come, you go. You can call us, say, I want to do that. What can I do? And we suggest you. We suggest the travelers what is the best thing that would suit you better, whatever. And they just book it. When they book it, they have to book and pay the activity, and then the local accept or deny the booking, or maybe they just change the day of the activity, which happens very often, and then the magic starts. Because many, it's something that really makes us really feel. That makes me feel really happy, because you see that some of them have a really good relation, and some of them get friends. And that's like, yeah, thank you. Because that's the thing, have respect from the place. It's because you know someone from there that makes you, how to say it in English, gives you his or her love about the city or the place they are living. So I think that's the magic.
So in this way, how the local get paid?
Local get paid, yeah, sure. So a traveler book the activity, pay the activity. The local have to accept the activity. Then Trip for Real get that money, and 24 hours that the activity has been done, the local receive the money. We transfer it by bank.
Okay.
So yeah,
Afterwards.
after. Yeah, Trip for Real has money. It's like there,
It's the
but
same
it's
as
Once it's
Airbnb.
not cash.
Yeah.
It's the same.
So why local can deny?
why? Because maybe they are not in the city, because maybe they don't have any availability for that days, or
But it's not like I already post my event.
yeah, but
So I say
it's
15th of April I have this event, so people book this.
no. The
right?
thing is, the event is not like events. It's more like an activity that is there all the time. It means
There's
like
not a calendar.
there is not a calendar yet, not yet. It's like more that I can do. I'm offer to do that. I can do that. I have the availability. I want to do that. This is my passion, and I want to share it. Book it, and then we can decide if we can do it or we cannot. There's no problem to cancel the activity and refund travelers.
And if it's the traveler who cancel?
If the traveler will cancel, it depends. We got to the cancel policy and all that. It depends on if they have done it. I don't remember now. I think it's a week before.
Who decides this policy? Trip for Real.
Trip for Real decide the policy, because when you are local, you accept all terms and conditions. And then, for example, if we are very close and we know pretty much our community. But if not, I mean, we understand most of things. If it's an activity that has been prepared 1 month ago and you have paid for something, I mean, the local traveler must know it. So we put them in contact and they just talk. And if, for example, yesterday, Sonia got a tour and it was cancelled the day before the activity had to be done. Okay, no problem. I mean, the local hasn't got any cost, any expenses. So just after the activity, we found the most traveler. The thing is easygoing. So we're not thinking about massive structures or strict policies.
The traveler has a kind of penalty.
Yeah, sure. You can. Yeah. If you cancel the activity, as I said, I don't remember now the cancellation policy, but if you don't arrive to the meeting point, for example, as a traveler, you don't get your money refunded, and the local get the money. Or, for example, if you cancel it 2 days before, it depends on the activity, but normally the traveler, it's penalized, and we refund them 50%. It depends on the day they cancel it in advance.
Right. Yeah, there is a policy around it, which I think is also one of our using our platform as someone who's offering an experience helps you, because if you do it by yourself, and
you're exposed to everything.
It helps to have the safe, have the money in a safe place, just in case the travel doesn't arrive, because Sonia, we mentioned her a lot because she has a tour that's very popular. It's the one in Bulgaria, who went around with a group of girls last weekend, and they had a bachelor party the day before, and of course they were a little bit, sick the next day. They showed up, but maybe they just, they could have stayed at a hotel sleeping. Anyway, the guy will have, the local will be paid, because that's like a security deposit or a security thing that we assure.
And sometimes maybe somebody can join the platform for real and think that just because the person who is going to manage this activity is just one person and it's a local, if I cancel that, doesn't matter.
No, it matters.
It matters. The same respect,
course.
the same as a
it matters.
company or as a.
What about the other way around? What about is there any follow-up about the activity, the quality, if it was satisfied? Or not?
Sure. I mean, when activity has been done, we don't pay. I mean, when the system says done, we never pay with it. We always call our locals, or I send them an email saying, hey, how it was. They tell me, it was great, or no, it was okay, but we didn't connect, It's fine. If you did the activity, you get paid. But we always need the feedback of our locals or of our travelers. Because, I mean, as we connect people, we give them their contact details. Sometimes they change the day of the activity or conditions or whatever. So we always ask them.
You guarantee the quality of those services, or the locals they're hosting services there.
Yeah.
You guarantee them. I mean, it's not that I can go through your web and suddenly I hire some tour and I'm totally disappointed.
But is there can anybody is it sort of you get the benefit of the doubt at first with the activity, and then with the negative feedback you could be for cancelled from as a local, or is there
reviews? Do you do something about reviews?
Of course, they are there.
We have a 3-star.
They are there. You don't take that away from them.
We have a 3-strike policy with our locals. So if we get, if you have canceled, let's say something, at least on tour, bar, whatever, not. And 3 times someone booked you, someone tried to, go with you to the bars and you cancel 3 times in a row. We talk to you, we see, do you really want to offer this? Is this something you really want to do? Because what we can do is have you listed in our platform, and then you cancel 3 times in a row. I mean,
Right,
really involved, because if you're not, then let's move on. We don't want to have someone we cannot count on. We understand one time, of course, because as I said, some people are dedicated 100% to offering experiences through our platforms, their own platform, etc. And some other people are working, studying, having a life, or traveling themselves. But we want to be able to offer something that can be available to the travelers, of course.
And it's always activities during the day or half day or 2 hours. Or are there other activities that maybe last 2 days or 3 days that includes splitting 10 days?
We have one that was that we were planning for Semana Santa. That was una ruta, es like hace una ruta como el Tour de Francia, pero obviamente por España. So we have professional bikes, cyclista, and it's a 2 days tour, and you sleep in a posada, and you have all the security measures that need to be taken care of when you're cycling across the country, the countryside. So we offer these type of activities, adventure,
for sure.
getaways, sort of things for a weekend. We do have those. So that's why I said we have almost everything you can think of for any type of traveler, from any type of budget, from €5 up to right now, I think let's say 200. I don't know, but it depends on what you're looking for. As I said, if you want a private chef, you have to pay a chef. It's not cheap.
Maybe you want to ride extra horse. You can. Sorry.
Days out. For example, I had a family maybe 3 weeks ago. They are family of 3, and they spent 1 week or less in Barcelona, and they went 1 day to Montserrat. Another day they went to Madrid, around Cochabamba, Andorra, and they asked about what else can they do. I know that they think a lot. For this trip.
Yeah, you
more
can
people.
find it in Intro for Real.
I didn't know it.
Anytime. So anyway, for people watching, it's trip4real.com. And we're, as I said, Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus as well, Instagram, and if you have any questions, just talk to us, and we're happy to answer any questions.
Please, we are here to connect people, to connect ideas. That's the thing. That's a brilliant thing. Connect people.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.